This is code.org. I'm currently working on CS Principles, Unit 5, Building Apps, Lesson 6, User Input and Strings, Part 10. Back to Mad Libs. Design your app. Perfect. I'm going to walk through building my entire app. I'm also going to share my project so you can use it and even look at the code to help you build your own. Do not just copy mine. That's plagiarism. But being able to share code with other programmers and build off their ideas is super powerful. So I do share it towards the end. You can check it out. But watch how I build it, get ideas, make something better. All right, let's get started. Now that you've had some practice getting user text and making new strings with it, you're ready to turn your how-to Mad Libs into an app. First, make sure that you're still happy with the design you made earlier for your basic Mad Libs and make any changes you want, then move on to setup and layout of the screen. There are two screens. Screen 1, collect user input. On this screen, you'll use text labels and text input design elements to set up the different words you want the user to provide. A next button takes you to screen 2 to view the full Mad Lib. That makes sense. They need to input text. We then need to show it to them. Screen 2. View Mad Libs. On this screen, you'll use text area element to create the space where the user's completed Mad Lib will be displayed. A play again button takes you back to screen 1. Awesome. Oh, and this is their example one. Create 2 screens for your app, including design elements in each one. Requirement. Request at least 3 separate words from the user in screen 1. Create the event handler for next and play again buttons to respond to clicks. Use set screen in the event handlers to get screen navigation working. Cool. All right, well, I'm excited. Let's get started. I am going to do a Valentine's Day adjective because of course I am. So do they have multiple screens? We don't. Awesome. So my first screen will be pink, I guess. I mean, pink. It's going to be a Valentine's Day adjective. Maybe the first one should be red. Let's not terrify them. A little bit darker. Perfect. All right. What is theirs? Mad Lib. Okay. Label. Boop. And the label will be title label. I know, original. And the text, I'm gonna steal their idea here. Mad Lib, exclamation point. And they have, okay, cool. Setting up all of these. I'm gonna have my text be white. That's the background. Leave that alone. What have I done? There we are. I'm gonna add a bit more text. A Valentine for you. Aww. And let's make this font slightly larger. Okay. That's looking good. Oh, I should. Tag line label? Sure. Okay. Off to the races. Now we need text input. Once. Twice. 3. 4. And 5. I want these all in the same spot, so this one's at 110. Where's this one? Just setting them in the same spot. There we are. And now labels. So what do I want people to put in these? noun 1 label, and this is going to say so that's noun 1 label. I should make this noun 1 input. So we know what they are. You don't want to get these things mixed up. Okay? And so what I'm going to do with this though, well, now I need another label. Boop. Just going to drag out a bunch. Noun 2 label. This will be another. Oh, nope, this isn't a noun. What am I doing? Alright, so that should do it for my base screen. And then we want to set up some functions to save our info for each of these. Okay, so I'm going to click here and, oh no, we need a submit button. That's when we save. That will be easier. Oh, next is what we'll call ours too. Next. Okay. Now I need an event for this. I should rename the scene though. Okay. Oh, my event will be next screen, but I need a new screen. And this is going to be the result screen. Okay. Our result screen will be, I guess we can have it the same color. We'll just do this big space like they are. I'm going to copy this color and put it on our other screen. Then I'm going to do what they did and grab a text area here. And ta-da. I have a plan. I'm also going to, result text. And we need a button. And I'm going to make this button the exact same color as this guy. Because why not? So I'm going to copy. Perfect. Paste. Ta-da! Pink. And then my button on this screen. Oh, whoops. I'm going to Control Z undo. Not what I wanted pink. My button on this screen. Paste. There we go. And we'll make it 18 for this screen. And then I'm going to be fancy and add an image right here. Icon. I know they have it. Yes, they do. Oh, perfect. Or this, I'll just go old school. Right heart. And I'll make it the same color as the button, because why not? Perfect. I'm going to have a bit of text, kind of like they do with learning to drive. Oh wait, it would be capitalized. And then let's set this size to... Okay. And then this. The result text, it seems like it's going to be small. I'm going to set it to 16 and we'll see. Oh, and then the string that's going to be my result text. Oh no. There are a few ways to do that. All right, let's go ahead though and start doing our events. So on the start screen, when we click next, we want an event. So I went to events. Oh, I need the button. Events. Insert code. Okay. When next button is clicked, and I want to set it to my result screen. So when I click the next button, be result screen. Okay, let's test that at least. Yay! Reset. Okay. And then what else? I'm just going to add the basic functionality stuff. So I'm going to do on event, and the other button is the play again button. Oh, I should switch. Okay, it shouldn't matter. Good. Oh, I think, did I call it again? Again button. When clicked, set screen. All right. Great. All right. So our buttons are working. Ba-da. Okay. So the navigation's working. Now let's double check what the requirements were for this. Where's that? Do this. Create 2 screens. I have 2, start and result, including design elements each. Requirement. Request at least 3 separate words from the user on screen 1. I do. I request 5. Create the event handler for next and play again buttons. Yep, got those. And respond to clicks. Yep, and set screen is used. That's how they're responding, right? We have these on event handlers that are checking, hey, is next button been clicked? And once I click over next, it reacts if it was running. And it runs the function, and the function changes the screen. If the again button is clicked, it reacts and changes the screen. Looks like we got all those. Let's keep going. And I'm still working on the Mad Libs project. So let's see what we're doing now. Update the text area with your Mad Libs outline. When figuring out, I'm on part 11, right? We just designed it on the last part. When figuring out how to make a program, it helps to break down into smaller steps and test your program true. So rather than jumping straight into getting the user input and concatenating it, don't be scared of the word, we'll talk, with your Mad Libs outline, start first by just making sure that you can get your Mad Libs outline to appear in the text when the next button is clicked. That makes sense? But wait, if you set text and pass the string of your Mad Libs outline, it will look like your screen it will look like the screen on the left. Yes. Where it's all smushed together. You can use one more new line character, /n, line break, in your string to create a line break. That is good, we will do this. When the next button is clicked, you already switched to screen 2. Now you should also call set text on the text area on screen 2 to your Mad Libs outline. See the image above for one way to temporarily handle the word placeholders. Oh, I see what they did. Okay. So, add the new line. Got it. Okay, we can do this. Variables. So I'm going to use a variable to create my text. It will be a global one, right? We learned about global variables. I'm going to place it up here. And I'm just going to call it text. I know, creative. And so the text, other than, it's going to be a noun, and then R, and then an adjective, and then a comma. Oh, it's mad at me already. I need to put quotes around these for it to be a string. And it's mad now because I need an ending quote. And then another noun, R, adjective, you might be noticing a pattern, comma, you love me and I love, noun, exclamation point. Oh, I went off screen. Oh, I did an extra quote. Oops. Okay, so I got mine all together here. Oh, where would I want line separations? I want it after... Boom, boom. Let's test out this new character we're learning. Boom, boom. And then add the new line character. Set text. So when the next button is clicked, you already switched to screen 2, but now you should call set text, okay? So when next is clicked, we are going to call set text. So on next button, we'll set the text here, I guess, above it. And then mine I named result area. Result text. Yep. Okay, result text. We don't need quotes, right? We're not going to output a string directly. We are going to output a string. My string's called text, the variable called text. So let me go ahead and test. Hopefully this will look for a click on the next button right there. Once it is clicked, it drops down, runs our function. It looks for anything with the ID result text, which would be the result area, and it sets that text equal to text. Oh wait, what's text? This. So this becomes the text displayed in the result text box. It then switches the screen to that result screen. Let's test. But, poetry. Awesome. What are their oh. Yep. Cool. Awesome. So we got that covered. We're gonna just keep going with our project. Finish, continue. User strings. Are we gonna use the user input? Make it mad. Add the user text to your Madlib outline. Now that you have your Madlib's outline appearing in the text area, it's time to incorporate the user's, text to make your Madlib come alive. Do this. Did you pick good ID names for your text inputs? I hope so. Update them now. So by that, they mean these things, right? When I click on mine, my ID is noun 1 input, noun 2 input, adjective 1 input, and that way I know what they actually are when referencing them. All right, so update them. Yeah, make sure you do know them. It's going to be hard to do this if you don't. So I would go do something like I just did. Noun 1 for my first noun. And I put the word input because I also have a noun 1 label, right? And so I know what is what. Adjective 1 input. These are solid labels. So if you don't have IDs like this, students, please do. All right. When next is clicked, get the user's text from text input on screen 1 and store them in a separate variable. Yes. So only when it's clicked. All right, so we need variables. I need 5 because I have 5 words. When next is clicked, I'm going to make 5 variables. 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I'm counting out loud. I can count to 5 on good days. Okay. And then I'm going to be noun 1, ADG for adjective 1, noun 2. I'm just going in order. Adjective 2, and noun 3. And then what is that text going to be? I need to get text. So we're going to ask the computer, hey computer, create this variable noun1. And what is noun1? Oh, well, get the text from my ID for that is noun1. So whatever the user puts in here for noun, not the label. If I did that, it would get the plural noun label I have there. Now, oh my gosh, noun1 input. Not noun1 input. So the computer says, hey, get whatever's written here, because this has the ID noun1 input. It gets that, and it makes it the variable noun1 equal to whatever it got. Okay, so now we're going to ask it to get the text from the next box. And this ID is adjective1. And this is why having good IDs is important. It's adjective1 input, so I don't accidentally pick noun2, same thing. Get text again for adjective2. Input. And noun3. Input. Alright, so did you pick good ideas? Yep. Use a string. Oh my goodness. Concatenation to incorporate the user's text into your Madlib before updating the text area. Now, are they asking us to get text I used? Yeah, okay, so we have local variables. All right, so so mine's going to be a bit difficult because if it's being kind of strange, it's mostly just these words. All right, so the text for it that is not so for me, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to get rid of this, the whole thing. Most of mine is, and I'm going to do a few variables. I'm going to do the letter R for the word R, which you shouldn't do. You should use more descriptive variables. This is a bad idea. But I have to use R twice. It will save me time. I'm going to do variable, and then for my full statement, the longest part of mine is, here, let me write it first in quotes for a string. And I'm putting a space here, so there's a space at the end because we're going to have a string follow it. And this text will just be ending string, I guess, str for string, R, and then, what else do I use several times? Mine's a bit strange. I use a comma several times, honestly. So for that, I'm just going to do C. Okay, you want more descriptive names than this, but it's a bit strange how I'm going to be doing mine. I also want you to be able to see it since I'm so zoomed in. Now, I'm going to use all of that to create a single string. I'm going to call this string, whoops, I haven't declared it, so I need var, result. And so what mine's going to be, result's going to be equal to, and this is where you concatenate, you join together, you push all your strings together, is going to be equal to, actually, the string that noun1 plus R plus adj1, their first adjective, plus my comma, C, plus, and I guess I could have done, right, like this would also work, if I wanted to do that, plus noun2 plus adj2 plus, plus, comma, Oh, perfect. So I'm not going to use that, but I am going to use this. But for this, I'm going to do a comma and then a /in for a line break. Oh, good, good, good. And I need one here too. Great. And so second adjective, and then plus end string, which is kind of deceitful because let's use double quotes. They've liked double quotes in this. Whoa, that looks like a mess. What's it saying? Okay, now what? Got that. Oh, so now it wants us to set the text to, I'm going to set it to result. All right, let's try it out. Plural noun. Adjective, green. Bird, for another plural noun, pretty. And school. See what this does. Next. And nothing. Is it this? Let's check out a few things. So I'm going to get rid of event for starters. Let me see show text. Did it add any? Nope, not there. Sometimes it doesn't run in block mode. All right, I'm going to retry this. Oops. Had an error there. Yay, ribbons are green, birds pretty. Uh-oh. I see a problem. Where is R here? Did I forget it? Yep. Let's try again. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. And oh, that stays. That's annoying. All right, but let's keep going here. Switch back to block. Why are you yelling at me? 2 uppercase and 2 lowercase. The main functionality of Mad Libs app is complete, but there are some finishing touches. I like finishing touches. The user may type in input with random letter capitalization, but Mad Libs output string is going to be consistently capitalized. Oh, okay. Oh, so if the user inputs random, like caps somewhere, we want to fix that, I guess? Pick one or more pieces of the user's input to transform into yelling. I'm going to definitely do my noun by making it uppercase. For the other pieces of the user's input, make it lowercase before displaying. Got it. All right, so this is that 2 lower, 2 upper, which they probably mentioned here. Yep. Great. So, what we're going to do for that, if we're just doing it before displaying it, right, you don't necessarily need to change the variable then, right? So, let's see. Yeah, lowercase before displaying it. All right, so, whoop. I don't think they super mind where, but I'm going to switch to text mode because it's easier for me. And this noun, I want to make all of these to, oh, look, it still pops up. Oh, that's handy. 2 lowercase. Okay. Everything but the last one for me. I need to go over. What was that? Noun 2, adjective 2. This is getting long. I can hit enter and it would work, but we're not going to mess with that. End string I know is lower. And now this is my 2 upper. Oh, that cracks me up. All right. Let's go ahead and test it out. A noun, sky, adjective, caps, whoops, pink, noun, cows, adjective, happy, and noun, school again, because I teach. Next. Oh yeah, and it took care of all of the capitalization. I did put an extra space there. Cool. Awesome. Let's keep going. Oh, I hate that that stays. Next. Play it again and again. Alrighty. So, when the user clicks the play again button, the first screen should reset and not show the user's previous text. Ah, that's what I was saying. When the play again button is clicked, clear the text field for each text input on screen 1. Free play. Add images or more how-to steps for your Mad Lib. Invite others to play. Yes. So make sure you share yours with me as well, but let's first clear up the screen. So when they click start over, we want all of the text to not be there. So set text, set text, because I have 5. I'm fancy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and the ID for that text is noun 1. Noun input 1, and you want this empty, right? So that means nothing. Noun input 2, and I want this empty, because that means nothing. I think that should do it. Let's give it a shot. Let me just go show code. Empty, show box. It's empty though. Yep. All right, let's hit run. And I know I'm creative. Play again. Uh-oh. I know what this wants. Okay, we want it equal to an empty string. Usually you can just delete it though, but that's fine. So now it's set to be an equal string. Let's try again. I'm just gonna put in blah blah blah, just for testing. Go to text mode because it looks like it's having some issues. There we are, and now it resets. So, hello. Oh, I need to do a plural noun. Bats, adjective, smell. Plural noun is going to be, I don't know, what's a good, bears, friendly, and pancakes, because pancakes. But, this is kind of funny. Oh, this is allowed to be capitalized because it's in here. So I'm going to change that because it asks that only the one word or whatever word you set be capitalized. So I'm going to change it within my global string up there. And play again. And it's all gone. Awesome. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit share. I'm going to copy this link. And I'm going to hit publish. I'm going to post mine in the description. Do not copy my code. Do not just copy what I did. One, you'll still have to go through and create all of the IDs and all of that, but you need to make it your own. The awesome thing about coding is that it is easy to look at other people's work, get ideas from them, and make things your own, make them better, totally create something new. So I will post mine, check it out, make something incredible, and then share yours and post it in the comments. I'm really looking forward to playing other people's, Mad Libs. I find them a bit entertaining. So, ooh, a Valentine for you. Should that be capitalized? Regardless, share yours below. And on to the next lesson.